today we'll be doing something new today. So, as you guys all know, Death Battle Season 9 finished on Wednesday, December 21st. So, these were like really good battles, like one of the best seasons so far. All of them were really good aside from a couple. But what would happen if you were managed to rank all of them? I ranked all 16 episodes. I like based them off of the actual fight, the music, the dialogue, the character development, the fighting itself, and also some other other things too. But anyway, it's time to rank the death battles. I tried to do like the death battle thing, but whatever. Okay, number 16. All right, so first up at the lowest spot of the ranking, we have Jason versus Michael Myers. It is age restricted for some reason. I have no idea why. Because of like maybe like little kids too scared for it. But anyway, let's get on to it. This is one of like the only episodes in the season that is just outright bad. Usually the Halloween episodes are really good, but the music was just okay. There was little to no dialogue, and I just felt like half of the battle was just that one kid running. Like one of them just attacking him instead of actually fighting. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. Number 15. Alright, in this one we have Boba Fett versus Predator. So for this one wasn't bad. There was like no dialogue in it though, so it didn't make it too interesting. And also I just wasn't too much of a fan of it. The music was not that good, I have to admit. So only the fight kind of hold it up as well, but not really. The only saving grace is that Boba Fett finally won, so that's good. But I just there's nothing interesting about the battle. Number 14. All right, so in this one we have James Bond versus John Wick. This one was pretty good. Like all the ones from here are like good to very good. But this one in particular, this one had really great music. And also some good fight scenes as well, like that like one car moment. And when James Bond did that like one callback to like the James Bond openings. But this was a good fight, but when it holds up to the rest of them, it just starts to not seem that good. Even though like the choreography, not too much dialogue, but aside from that, it was really good. So anyway, let's move on to number 13. All right, so you're gonna hate me for not putting this one higher. This one was really good. Like the background, like oh my god, it looked amazing. Like it was painted, and it looked something, ironically, out of a storybook, and makes sense because there was a narrator. But with that said, there was like a lot going on. Music was all right, but when it compares to the like other heavy hitters in the music field, it's as good. But still, like the fighting was great, and the three heads joke said by Hercules was very good, even though there wasn't too much dialogue to work off from. But I just really liked this fight. Don't You might hate me for not putting it higher. Just it doesn't hold up well compared to other fights. But anyway, let's get on to the next one. Number 12. All right, for number 12, we had Scarlet versus Zatanna, however you pronounce it. But this one and Hercules Sun Wukong was like very hard to choose from. Atmosphere in Hercules for Sun Wukong was really good. But I like more action in this one, I have to admit. Like for example, Summon Battle. That was really cool. Like Superman versus Hulk and Thor versus Wonder Woman, all that neat stuff. That was really cool. Some of the lines were good. They're not as good as some of the lines in the other battles, I have to admit, but they still held up kind of good. But Yeah, I don't have to say much more than that. The death by like the box and like the old song and half trick, that was really clever since Zatanna's like a magician. But anyway, I don't have much to say from that. Let's get to number 11. Number 11. There was a lot going on in the fight. Homelander had a great monologue, and that Omni-Man, I am going to be horrified if I can't do it. Outside from that, there's not too much action. The music is good. Like, I don't know which one's better, the vocal tracks or the instrumental tracks. This one hold up very well. Not as good as like the other vocal tracks, but it was like still really good. The only problem with it that I had is one of the reasons I watched that battle is just for like fish who is gonna win. This one it was just no contest at all. It was like a total bloodbath. I really liked that. From being like, get the fuck out of my country, son. This he just broke down and died and just died. I really like that, but that's kind of the only thing I like about this aside from the music. So anyway, let's go to number 10. Number 10. All right, so apparently my mic just went out during Omni-Man versus Homelander, but basically this is why I said you might have you might hate me for putting this in 11th place, but here's why. So, the fight was good, I have to admit. The fight was short though, I have to say that. And it was very one-sided. The main reason I watch Death Battle is not really because of the one-side match, because it this one made it look like it was one-sided. But like, goddamn, the lines were like really good. Like Omni-Man's "I'm gonna feed you your own heart." That was awesome. But yeah, I also liked Homelander's like uh he just said, "Get the fuck out of my country," and then he just slowly like went to madness because Omni-Man was just like overpowering him super bad. But anyway, just to summarize it, good music, good dialogue, just it was super one-sided to the point where like it wasn't as interesting as the other battles. Number 10. So with this next one, we have Harley Quinn versus Jinx. This was a good season premiere. I didn't like it at first, but the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. Like it held up compared to some other subpar ones, like Jason versus Michael Myers. Of course, that one was not that good, and Boba Fett versus Predator. There, some of those were like not that good, but this one was good. It was a good season premiere. The death by explosion was really cool, but it just doesn't hold up to like some other season premieres that I've seen, like Dante versus Bayonetta or Yoda versus King Mickey. But it was really good. The vocal track was good, not as good as some of the other vocal tracks coming up, but it was still good. I liked the fight sequences, how it like went in a abandoned amusement park. That was really cool. And it was a callback to like the laughing Joker Venom thing from Joker versus Sweet Tooth. So I like that, but just doesn't hold up compared to the other season premieres. Same with some of the other battles in this specific season, because it only got better from there, for the most part at least. All right, so for number 9 we have Sauron versus Lich King. So this one was good. The music was good. The dialogue was really good. Like the "I'll tear out your heart, you'll find nothing there." Like Sauron had like some really good lines, and Lich King countered them very well. And the volcano shot was like awesome. I was contemplating whether I should put this one above the one that's coming up or not, but I just felt like the one after this just classed this one in like most of the ways just by a little bit. So that's why I have it as number 9. but this was really good. Like the death was cool as well. Like Sauron chopping like the what's it called, like Frostborn into pieces, and just like the Lich King was sealed away, something like that. And the shot of Sauron melting his throne was awesome. But n- nothing much besides that. That it was like a really good fight though. The music was kind of holy, like sort of, it makes sense as like medieval times kind of. And like it also felt like it kind of had like a chilly tune to it. It sounds weird, but like it something it sounds something like that you'll hear when you're on like a chilly mountaintop, like in a cold area. I don't know how to explain it. It just sounds like so cool. But anyway, let's go number 8. Number 8. All right, for number 8, we have Magneto versus Tetsuo. Now, this one was just awesome. The music far outclassed Sauron versus Lich King, despite one kingdom to rule them all being very good. Ego Death was just like way better. And this one, the choreography was just really good. I don't know if that helped because it was in 2D or not, and just some of the lines, they were just amazing. The background too, it made sense since they were like Akira, the anime where Tetsuo was from, took place in an apocalyptic city, so it makes sense. But like one of the best parts was when like Tetsuo was talking to Magneto with telepathy, and despite Tetsuo trying to kill him, he asked him for help because in that like mutant baby thing, he was suffering in pain. And that was really cool, and it gave Magneto the urge to fight again. And it was just so nice. Once Magneto shot Tetsuo through the head, like with his thing, just to shut off his brain, his Tetsuo's final message was thank you. So it was like a helper kind of thing. So I liked it. It was just like really nice. But anyway, let's get on to number 7. I was like contemplating whether I should put this one below or above it, but like the vocal track in that one was so good, so that's why this one's number 8. Number 7. Right, number 7 is Black Adam versus Apocalypse. Holy shit, this one was good. Like choreography was good. Like I didn't expect Black Adam to carry on like a yellow lantern ring. Some of the lines were good, like "No" and stuff, and "No, you will fear me." But one of the best parts was the death. The death was brutal by Apocalypse stomping on his face and making him look at his just destroyed city for the last time, and then killing him with his own lightning. That was brutal. And that's not even the best part. The music was amazing. Like I'm a sucker for rap music, and like Omega Sparks like is like what like the best musician on like the Death Battle team. Like, he doesn't do all Death Battle, but he like does some of the tracks for some of the fights, and they just make it like 10 times better. So that was really cool. And the shot of the Death Seed that's playing right now was really cool as well. Like everything was cool at at this battle, and like damn, wow. Anyway, let's talk about the next one. Number 6. All right, in number 6, we have Trunks versus Silver. This was the first reaction video that I ever attempted. Keyword attempted, since it's not on my channel. I keep talking about it, but it was like really fun to record, except like of the sound and stuff. But it was just fun to watch. I really liked this one. Like, it seemed like Trunks won for a second at the end with like the Eternal Time Labyrinth thing, but I actually predicted this one, which was surprising, and Silver won. So, anyway, that was like really good. But the best part is the track. I love the track. This one was a vocal track. Might have if we're only talking about tracks, then this one does go below Black Adam vs. Apocalypse. But this like fight was just so good that it didn't even matter. It brought back like the Super Saiyan ripoff line, which I really liked. both of them put a hell of a fight, and it was like really nice to watch. Even this one upcoming shot of like time reversing, like glitching out, since that's what it's all about. Future warriors fighting to the death. But nothing too much interesting from that. It was just like a really good fight with amazing choreography and a good vocal track, even though it's not as good as Fallen Gods. Number 5. Alright, this may be a bit of a low place to put a season finale in. It was really good, I'm not gonna lie. The atmosphere was good with Shenron granting Wiz's and Boomstick's wish. It was really nice to see, like making the impossible become possible in both of the fusions fighting. Music was really good. The dialogue was okay, despite it being kind of like a DBZ style fight, which makes sense because there are two Dragon Ball characters here. You know my problem with this one already, because Gogeta lost. I really want Gogeta to win. I know I keep saying it, but I see why. I just think Vegeta won for the wrong reasons. So this is why. Wiz said that for the fusions, Goku or Vegeta has to suppress their energy. But I honestly don't think that's how it works. Like, power levels don't have to be the same, just like the height and age requirements don't have to be the exact same either. Other like requirements for the fusion to work, like they have to be the same age and around the same height. That's why Goten and Trunks fused, and also same power as level. Wow, I forgot to mention that. The only thing it came down to was the time limit, because I thought Gogeta had a higher time limit. They described Vegito's like time limit to be if he powers up, it just far weakens. But what I'm trying to say is, no matter how much Gogeta powers up, Vegeta will always be twice as much of a time limit. But I really like this fight as well, so I don't even care that Gogeta lost. Vegeto's alright, but like Gogeta will always be my main guy. Like he was like so cool at like Dragon Ball Broly, whatever it's called. But anyway, it was a good fight. I liked it. Let's move on. Number 4. Alright, in number 4 we have Thor vs. Vegeta. This one was just like amazing to watch. The dialogue lines were really good. The fight was good as well, like despite Vegeta immediately powering up to Super Saiyan Blue. I see why though, since Thor is like such a dangerous threat to the whole universe. But what I really liked was the track and the lines. And here's the thing, like there was one where Vegeta did the classic, "Tell me, does a god like yourself feel fear?" And then Thor came back with, "No fear, I only feel thunder." And then Vegeta was like, "All you'll feel is oblivion." It was like really nice dialogue that transitioned very well. The music track was very cool, like one of the best vocal tracks in the season. And like the choreography was good as well. Like it was kind of like the DBZ style fight from Vegeta versus Gogeta, except just like less of it. But like, damn, that fake out at the end was amazing. Like, watch it for a second. It seems like Thor is. I don't have like the sound up, but just watch. He grabs him by the head. Then he calls on his hammer and crushes his skull. And just watch this final shot. Like, watch it. It's so amazing. And then Thor does like the best ending line in Death Battle histories. No like quirky reference, no like one liner. Just him screaming in the sky with like the one of the best picture shots in the season. Like it was amazing. Like raising his hammer and thunder was like going off in the distance. I don't have anything else to say. Number 3. For number 3, we have Tanjiro versus Jonathan Joestar. Words can't describe how good this battle was. The dialogue was like the shining star in it. Like Tanjiro was like, oh, this guy's cute and stuff. He was kind of carefree about it, but what made both of this battle good was both of these characters' caring and gentle personalities. It felt kind of like a crime to watch them fight to the death. They're both noble, both kind, caring people at the end, and both of them fought to the very end. And this was just amazing. Like, watch for a second. Wide was one of the most best fake out moments and most JoJo things to do. And this one shot at the end was amazing, punching him with a sunlight yellow overdrive. Like, oh my god. But then it seemed like it was all a misunderstanding. And then Tanjiro explained that it was her sister. And then JoJo cried those tears, and it was like just such a beautiful fight to watch. Like, it's enough to make a grown man cry. And then JoJo silenced him with doing that one thing where he shut off his heart with the hormone. Like, just like the nicest way to go down. And then, like, this one shot, Jonathan reaching out his hand and then going away. But that's it. Now it's time for number two and number one. These are both really good fights that I have a special place in my heart for. And it was hard to determine which one would be the victor, but I think I know which one I chose. Number two. Alright, SpongeBob vs. Aquaman was like a really good one. This one was like amazing considering they just shitted on Aquaman for the entire episode. But this one just fell short in a couple ways. But this one was amazing, not gonna lie. First of all, the music was good, but it just doesn't hold up that well. And the neither did the fighting, but just the dialogue. The dialogue itself, the amount of references, like the Aquaman did like a SpongeBob style face, like King Neptune, something like that. It was just so fun to watch, and like SpongeBob being the cartoon god versus Aquaman being just such a useless superhero. But like, oh my god, the best thing about this was character development. Aquaman was about to give up, even though he did lose. SpongeBob like said like just had a better speech than Midoriya did to Todoroki in the sports festival. Like damn, like it was just so nice to watch. And I can't like unmute it or something because I don't want this video to get blocked by audio rights. So what I mean is like just like using tracks that I haven't gotten permission to. But anyway, this was just an amazing battle. It was predictable by all means, but I just loved it. How they just bullied Aquaman and like SpongeBob being the cartoon god he is. But he was just so nice about it as well. He wasn't full of himself, which even if this was a super one-side battle like Omni-Man versus Homelander, it was heartwarming. And number one is. Alright, and for number one, we have Deku versus Asta. I don't know if this was predictable for you or not, since I am a My Hero Academia fan, but this was just like so nice to watch. Dialogue was good. They were both like really good. Asta was just like the dumb jock, while Midoriya was just like evaluate everything. But that still wasn't enough for him. And while I am sad that he lost, Asta was just way too powerful for him. I kind of wish he did win though, just because everyone predicted he would win. So if he lost, it would just be a repeat of Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. I kind of like just a bunch of bitches complaining. But anyway, about the fight itself. The fight was like awesome. It gave like full use of like Midoriya's like additional quirks as well as Asta's anti magic. And the fight itself, I completely see why Asta won. Also, did you just see on the screen Asta just did a Zoro did like reference Zoro from One Piece? But yeah, so Midoriya in his final form, 100% form, was just a bit short of Asta in base form. So yeah, I it was kind of one-sided. It was questionable if like Asta could survive a 1,000,000% smash or something, but Asta was way quicker than Midoriya and his like demon form, and he does have trouble fighting people quicker than him before, so he probably wouldn't kill him with the final blow. But damn, this one was a good fight. That wasn't even the best part either. Like the vocal track was just so cool. That one shot of him doing like the smash, like watch coming up soon. Like right there. And he's like, "You want my best? Here it is." And that's just like such an amazing line. Him going Super Saiyan Blue to try and kill Asta, even though it's in vain and Asta still wins. But like, and even the dialogue was amazing. Like, try your best because I'm never going down. And him just saying Asta is like, I don't know what Detroit is, but I have enough of it. And even like the announcer was good because he memed Mr. Satan. like, like I just can't. Uh, this is just like an amazing fight. Like none of them hold up like this one does. Like, oh my god. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it because I certainly did. Congratulations to all the winners of season 9, and I can't wait for season 10. It's just gonna be such a fucking good series. Like, this is why it's hold up so long. Like, it's been almost going on for no, it's been going on for 12 years. Like, it started like December 2010. Oh my god. But like, dang, I can't wait to see how the rest of the series goes.